What do you get if you cross an 80s movie with Strictly Come Dancing and Girls Aloud? A really bad idea for a musical? Hello and welcome to vlog 35. Can you guess what I saw this week? No, it wasn't High School Musical or Grease or Heathers. It was bigger than those. But more about that later. So, on Monday morning, I was over at the Bridge House Theatre in Penge, where I was interviewing the new cast of Tick, Tick, Boom, which included my buddy Alexander Lodge, James Hume, and Georgie Ashford. Now, the Bridge House Theatre is owned by Rachel Tucker and her husband Guy Ritalik, who is an established director. And Guy is directing this new production of Tick, Tick, Boom, which I last saw at the Park Theatre. It's written by Jonathan Larson and based on his own life, and was his predecessor to the musical Rent. Now, if you heard any of the music from it, it does echo the music from Rent, and I love it. It's going to be on from the 1st to the 27th of October. Here is a little bit of the interview which you can find on my YouTube channel. So we're here rehearsing Tick, Tick, Boom.
We are.
Boom.
Shake, shake, shake the room.
Yeah, man.
Tell me about the show for anybody who doesn't know it.
So, Tick, Tick, Boom is a snapshot of a week in the life of Jonathan Larson, the creator of Rent. And as he approaches his 30th birthday, he's kind of having a bit of a nervous breakdown about all the things he hasn't achieved in his life that he thought he would by the time he is 30. He's having problems in his relationship with the lovely Susan. His best friend Michael is away on business and is moving out a lot. He's just bought an apartment. He's workshopping a new musical he's written that isn't Rent. It's called Superbia, but it might be Rent. And he's basically on the verge of an existential crisis about turning 30 in 1990.
Stop the clock. Take time out. Time to regroup before you lose the bout. Years are getting shorter. Lines on your face are getting longer. Feels like you're treading water, but the riptide's getting stronger. Don't panic, don't jump ship, can't fight it like taxes. At least it happens only once in your life. They're singing happy birthday, I just wish it were all a dream. It feels much more like doomsday. Fuck 3090, seems like I'm in for a twister. Into my hands now, the ball is passed. I want the spoils, but not too fast. The world is calling, it's now or never land. Why can't I stay a child forever? And 3090, 3090, 3090, 3090, 3090, 30, 3090. What can I do? 3090, 30, 3090. What can I do?
Now, on Monday evening, I went down to Freedom for Tookshot Presents The Crown. Not to be confused with the Netflix series of the same name. This is a brand new Monday night talent search to find the next queen of the drag circuit. hosted by my favourites Kitty Scott-Claus and Ophelia Love. This was the first heat and they had 8 drag queens. It was a lot of fun and it's a great warm-up for Kinky Cabaret, which comes straight after. So if you're free on Monday evenings, get yourself down there. Here are a few videos from the evening.
This is a song about anyone, it could be anyone who's doing their own thing and someone comes out of the blue, they're like, oh, you're saying, yeah, can I take you to years? And you're like, no, 1 million years, you're nasty.
How was that for you? That was fantastic. Thank you so much, that was amazing, and thank you guys so much for clapping for me.
Can I suggest you don't need to explain your song at all, unless it's got something where you're going to give some kind of warning or a backstory to it. You didn't need it. So I'd say going forward, skip it out. Just start with the song. Everyone loves layers. That's the only thing I would say is you can elevate this. However you do, you can add layers to it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I agree. It was really great. It was a really gorgeous lip sync. It didn't go anywhere. Hello, Peter Marcel, how do you do? Little town is a quiet village. Every day like the one before. A town full of little people waking up to say bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. Well, my reflection shows who I am inside. I'm never going back. The past is in the past. I'm dying, just a thousand someday. I am gay, there's nothing right to say. Here I stand in the light of day. I'm here as well. The streets never bother me anyway.
Fuck me!
I would, but you have a dick.
First of all, this is drag. This is what you just did is drag, and all you other bitches better shit your pants because we have a contender to win this thing right here.
They're famous for one thing.
Cake! I love cake so much!
Wait, what kind of cake?
A very special chocolate cake. It really looks as stiff as can be.
Decisions, but I want it all, so I get it all. I wanna eat the whole cake. I'm not sharing, I'm not sharing.
How many licks does it take till you get to the center of the wanna be a fake motherfucker? Down with the beat on your face, let the meat cake while they're cooking out.
Did you find that? Did you enjoy it?
I loved it. I've done this before, but it was pretty shit.
I'm not a fan, so I don't care how many Swarovskis you've got. If you can't actually dance, there's no. I want more of it.
You are gorgeous, and you know you're gorgeous, but definitely the most beautiful moments or the funniest moments are where you kind of played up on the fact that you were gorgeous and you gave us a bit of humour. And like,
Friend's foam party last night. I mean, real talk. It was bubbles and bubbles and bubbles. These salty side chicks are trying to throw shade, and we're like, bye, Felicia. Tom got super hangry and ordered 60 pizzas. You should have seen the delivery guy. Dat, beer, dough. I'd swipe right for that. Anyways, this normcore couple comes in to complain about our dope eats, and I'm like, you coming in or not? Don't hate because you can't relate. # blessed.
get in, loser, we're going shopping.
Wait, Jason's not great with Taylor. No, you cannot pull you off like that. He's such a little skis. Give me your phone. You're not gonna call him, right? You think I'm an idiot? No. help me connect some information. Hello, may I please speak to Taylor Drought? She's not home yet. Who's calling? Oh, this is Susan from Planned Parenthood. I have a test.
Why do you want to know my name?
Because I want to know who I'm looking at.
Listen, asshole. You've had your fun, and you better stop or else.
Or else what?
Or else my boyfriend's gonna be here any minute, and he's black and he'll kick your ass.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You mean the one who wears makeup and dresses like a woman?
How'd you know? Listen, my boyfriend. I mean, I fucked him a couple of times, but that's it. What do you wanna wear this season? Don't take
Oh, the judges. Let's start things off with Stuart. Hi, babes. You are strong.
I absolutely loved it from start to end, and out of all the lip syncs we've seen so far with the spoken word and the music, yours is the most cohesive story. I followed it, I knew exactly what you were getting at, I knew what you were. Your banter, you're really, really, really funny. I definitely want to see a lot more of you, so everyone needs to buy drinks and get more tokens. It was so, so good. Well done, honey. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Stuart.
I think drag is about taking people to somewhere where like they aren't, and like you are totally that. You're absolutely mad, and you're like fearless, and that is what drag is about. And thank God someone went into the crowd, because I was sick of seeing everyone stand on the stage. I love when people get in the crowd. People love that. So more of that. You're fab. Well done.
To the world of drag kings, my dear. I've got a few questions for you, Doctor. So you market yourself as a drag king. So you're a drag king doing your boylesque vibe, yeah? How important is it to you, for you to sell that illusion of drag king masculinity?
Not particularly.
Then don't do it, because your makeup is holding you back. So either put some hair on, or twist the idea of drag kinging into effeminate, like drag kinging, or just get rid of the beard.
Okay.
But practice this beard, okay? Because I almost want to just come with me to the bathroom. I'm gonna fucking fix it for you now. Yeah? I want you to succeed, because I want there to be a shit ton more drag kings. Because it's fucking boring me that they're the same drag kings over and over again that aren't improving, and you are bringing something that they don't bring to the scene. Yeah? Thank you for coming and doing that for us, because I thought it was fucking brilliant. Thanks.
Thank you, judges, and thank you, Doctor. Now, how amazing was that show, everybody? Yeah. Now, we are going to have a short break. But during that break, you're going to have time to go to the bar, get the rest of your tokens, and at the end of the break, the contestants will come around you to collect those tokens. And while they count it, me and Kitty may even do a number for you, or a number actually, yeah?
You want all my love and my devotion. Can take you my loving soul right on the line. I have no doubt that I will love you forever, the only
Now, I know exactly how the contestants are feeling. I've been through a competition twice. I did it to myself twice. So I know exactly how they're feeling. That's what I'm going to use in this number as my, I can't think of the word, inspiration. Thank you very much, Amy.
Debbie Stevens. Now I listen to them. Even almost got married. And it's kind of our fault. I'm so thankful. Wish I could say thank you to Jervis. I'm from the sunny Isle of Wight. One taught me love. One taught me patience. One taught me pain. Now I'm so amazing. Left and I'm lost. But that's not what I see. So look what I got. Look what you taught me. Yeah, all that I say. Whatever song you want me to sing, I'll do it. Gwen Stefani, I can sing. Toni, I can sing. Shelley, Kylie, Drought. I probably could do Danny as well. I can sing. Better than Danny.
You're better.
Yeah, I think.
Go on then.
Thank you. Thanks, thank you. Thanks, thank you. I'm so fucking grateful for my X Factor. Thank you. I aspire to be me. Do you think you can win the X Factor? Of course I can. It's what I do.
Good answer.
I've trained for years. I've gone out there and I've learned the art of performance, doing jobs I don't want to do. But it means I get to wake up every damn morning and say I do what I love for a living. I'm getting paid to do it. Look at me, here's my stage. I'm Holly Jervis, and you've not heard anything like me.
Your mouth is far, far too big when you sing. I mean, it was like looking into a cave. I've never seen anything so huge in my life. And because your mouth is so big, this weird sound comes out of it. It was absolutely terrible.
Well, what would you say to the people that employ me now?
Who are they?
A holiday firm that have a massive chain throughout the country, and I've sung over the years to thousands of people. So why would I keep getting employed if I'm as bad as you're saying? Please answer me that.
Because it is one thing being a singer in a holiday camp.
No, no, no. I'm not just a singer. I have to have this.
Cute, when you sounded like a dog.
I was literally back there, and literally I had like people applauding. I was like, fuck! And
That's what happens when people applaud in the middle of your song, Skitty, you wouldn't know.
Because they listen to mine, they're listening.
Yeah, because they only had one night only. 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 And
they got
one night only. With a side salad of one night only. Okay, right. I'm sorry. Oh, don't cry, Kitty, you'll ruin that pretty mate. Oh, well, don't worry. I've been so horrible, I don't know why, I'm so sorry. Being dead random and all that.
I'd just like to let her have this moment, because it never normally happens.
No, you're right. For you. So, can we have our contestants back onto the stage, please?
Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Can you count? I'm so sorry, I didn't know what's come over. So, I have 7 contestants behind me.
Doctor, drum roll. You are not through. Give it up for Doctor, everybody. Tayris. You are through. Thank Lisa. Aurora. You are not through. Miss Disney. You might be through. Please stay on the stage. Oh, it is sweating some day. Right. Ashley Fox. You are through. Number 8. Oh, please step forward. Miss Disney. Anna Toni. Oh my god, I thought you were a contestant as well. That's why I was like, the spell people. Oh, sweetie. Okay.
Oh god.
The first person through is... Anna Toni! Give up for Anna Toni. And the final place goes through to...
The live shows, which is live shows.
I did right there.
The first show, which is in 2 weeks' time, that is the 7th.
30th.
The 30th.
I thought next week was the heat. I think the first week's the 7th, is it not?
Next week's the heat, then a week off, then the first one.
Okay, next week and the week after that. You got it.
Right.
We'll put it on Facebook and Instagram. Sorry.
Here we go.
I'll let you have your moment.
The final place goes to Miss Disney. Give it up for Luna, everybody.
Thank you very much for being a part of the crown.
And give it up for our wonderful judges, Tete Bang, Demi Noire, Cyfer, and Stuart.
Come on, to all the contestants, get on stage, we're gonna have a party.
Well done. And make sure you stick around for Kitty Cover, everybody.
Thank you so much for coming out. Please give it up for Kitty Scott-Claus.
And give it up for Ophelia Love. And we'll see you next week.
On Tuesday evening, it was time to make your wish. Now, this is a big musical adaptation of the big film, Big. Could it get any bigger? Anybody who grew up in the 80s will know and probably love this film, as I do. And anybody who loves the film will be bitterly disappointed by this musical. Just saying. It's not that it's bad, it's just terrible. Sorry, I might be really harsh. This is the musical based on the original 1988 film, which opened on Broadway in 1996 and then toured America in 98. It wasn't brought over to the UK until 2016, where it had a limited run in the UK and Ireland and is now in the West End, starring Jane McGuinness from Strictly Come Dancing and the band The Wanted, and Kimberly from Elf. Oh, and Girls Aloud. Oh, and Strictly. It's not that they're terrible, because they're not, honestly, and they are used really, really well in this show. It's just, you don't really feel confident in them. And when they go for those high notes, oh, it's tentative. But to be honest, that's not the biggest problem with this show. It just is dated. I mean, it is a massive challenge to update a film that is 30 years old, whilst trying to retain the magic of what the film was. And obviously the film is slightly misogynistic and borderline creepy. In the story, you've got a 30-year-old woman who has sex with a man. I mean, the less said about the fact that he's a 13-year-old boy in a man's body, yeah. I mean, I say we should say less about it, but really, we should talk about it, because it's kind of wrong. Anyway, I'm not going to dwell on that. They know it's wrong. We all know it's wrong. But yeah, the music and book are piss poor dreadful. So bad. These guys are acclaimed. I don't really know what else to say about it because it was just a bit cringe. It's one of those shows that just shouldn't. It's disappointing. It disappoints me because the amount of money that's been thrown into this show and the people who are going to pay to see it, when there are up and coming, new, fresh British writers out there who deserve a spot and deserve a chance, and yet shows like this are being made. Anyway, I'm not going to discredit anybody who's working on it because they are all doing an incredible job and they are working hard. And even Kimberly and Jay, like I say, they are brilliant people. The evening was in aid of Make-A-Wish, which is a fantastic charity. So for that, it was lovely. And I'm not going to lie, the after party was amazing. They had little fish and chip canapes and little mini burgers. Love a mini burger. I also managed to catch up with my little buddy Charlie Christensen from Cheer Up Charlie. He didn't enjoy it either.
Your small kingdom will reap great benefits in listening to the words of wisdom from the all-knowing Volta. The best place to find a helping hand is at the end of your arm. Yes, you must work for happiness. So go on, take those 2 hands and get more money to give to Zolkar for more advice.
What did it say, Charlie? Did it pull out?
You have waited and pondered, now push away the rocks that blocks your path and walk forward. There are opportunities for you, but you must take the first steps. Opportunities don't happen, you create them. Draw in a deep breath of confidence and exhale your doubts. You're an achiever. Don't expect change straight away, but do keep focused on the future. Remember, Robinson Crusoe was the only person that had everything done by Friday. May is a lucky month.
Wendy Peters is brilliant, but again, her character isn't really fully established and makes no sense. And the music is just so dated. It's supposed to be a film of the 80s. And yet it felt like the influences from the music were straight out of the 50s. With big band, orchestra. Yeah, it just didn't really fuse well. The set was admirable. They had tried. Even the piano scene was a little disappointing. I mean, don't get me wrong, David Shire and Richard Maltby, who wrote this, are legends in their own right. But they are now old men, and not to discredit them, but if you're writing a new musical for 2019, hire some young, fresh composers rather than these guys. Sorry. All in all, it was just a big waste of time. On Wednesday night, I managed to catch Voldemort and the Teenage Hogwarts musical parody at the King's Head Theatre. Now, this production had just come down from Edinburgh, where I didn't get a chance to see it, so I was delighted to get a chance to see it here in London, despite it being sold out. So thank you to the guys at the King's Head who managed to squeeze me in. Now, this is a little gem which will delight Harry Potter fans no end. The music is catchy, the performances are very funny, and it is quite witty. There are elements when I was watching it where you kind of think, yeah, I like that. It's a very, very clever parody which gets in a lot of innuendo, a lot of fun, and a lot of Harry Potter references. How they don't get sued, I don't know. There are some standout performances and incredibly funny impersonations of Moaning Myrtle, Hagrid, and Dumbledore, who was played by my friend Brendan Matthew. Brendan was last here at the King's Head when he did a show called Guy the Musical, and does an incredible job. It was really sweet afterwards when I was chatting to him, when he was approached by 3 massive Harry Potter fans, all wearing Harry Potter jumpers, who came over to get some autographs and were obviously so excited by what they'd just seen. I admit sometimes I get a bit jaded, and I do see quite a lot of theatre, so sometimes I kind of lose perspective and forget that for some people this theatre really makes a difference. Theatre matters to me, don't get me wrong, but I forget that sometimes just a little simple show like this can make a huge impact on somebody. And it's great to see work being recognised and appreciated by people. And it's lovely when you see people come out of the theatre having thoroughly enjoyed the experience. It's why we do it.
Two of our actors will be in the lobby if you'd like to take photos with us or talk about us online. That is the best way to get the word out about our show. We do ask that you use #Voldemort show when talking about us. That way you can find it and we can find it and all that. And thanks so much for coming. Have a great night.
On Thursday, I took a night off from the theatre to attend my friend Sophie Isaac's birthday party, which in itself was a stagey little affair. Her guests included Jodie Steele, Charlotte Jacobi, Liam Doyle, Felix Moss, and Paul Taylor Mills. We had a lot of shots, but it was a good night. On Friday, with not much sleep, I was filming an advert at Tottenham Hotspur. At the stadium. Probably the first and only time you'll find me in a football stadium, unless the Spice Girls are playing at it. Now, on Friday evening, I was at the Tristan Bates Theatre for Embrace Festival, which is part of the Goldsmiths MA course. If you remember earlier in the year, I met Alexandra Rogers, who is one of the producers on this MA course at Goldsmiths. And as part of the course, they have to develop and produce their own shows. As well as watching Alexandra's production, I also got to watch Drought Quintet and a production called Mary Shelley. Putting together a new musical from scratch, these guys have each done an incredible job putting together a brand new musical from scratch by enlisting composers, actors, theatre makers, set designers, everything as part of their course. And here at the Tristan Bates Theatre, they're given a week to present their work to an audience. Having seen the guys rehearse Dawn of Silence earlier in the year, it was really great to see it fully staged, and it does sound incredible thanks to the composer Lyndon Samuel. Saturday evening, I was at the live recording for Amazon Prime Video of Jayde Adams' new show, The Ballad of Kylie Jenner's Face. Jayde Adams is an incredibly successful comedian, and this was a brilliant evening. I gave Jayde a bit of stick earlier in the year after I saw her show at the Soho Theatre, where I felt she was a bit underprepared and didn't really turn it out. I take all that back. This show was fantastic and I loved it. If you've got Amazon Prime, you'll be able to see it yourself. It's a really, really brilliant show which really talks about the influences of social media and today's society. Jayde really recognises some valid points which highlight the dangers in society of social media and sexism, and she does it in a really, really frank and honest way, which I really respect and admire. She is hilarious and she's genius. She is brilliant. On Sunday evening, I was asked to attend and host a special cabaret for Leslie and Alexander.
Okay, old gal, happy birthday! Okay, we will do that. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts for all of you who come today. I know some of you, like Julie, have come from near and far, but bless you, thank you. And I really hope you enjoy it. And we've got an amazing second half, so sing, clap, dance, drink champagne, eat popcorn.
Basically have fun and enjoy it.
Throw popcorn at the artist if you don't like them. So thanks for coming. Thank you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Leslie. Happy birthday to you.
Go on now.
Leslie is an incredible lady who absolutely loves theatre and does a lot for the community, running fan sites for several West End performers. On Sunday, we were treated to popcorn, Prosecco and birthday cake, as a few of the specially invited guests got to perform.
Needs me. Who else would love him still when they've been used so ill? He knows I always will, as long as he needs me. I miss him so much when he's gone, but when he's near me, I don't let on.
It was a lovely, intimate evening celebrating Leslie and Alex's love of music. After this, I went over to the Industry Mind Awards at the Piano Works West End.
One of those women in the park bench with a tea cosy on their head and lipstick round their mouth going, I used to be in Coronation Street, you know, and children would run past pointing. And I still think I will be that person, but literally, I had a baby 30 years ago. I knew nothing about mental illness really because I'd never experienced it before, and that was the start, as it is for many women, of a lifetime of clinical depression and anxiety, and it was something that completely blindsided me. I had a healthy baby. Yes, I had 42 hours of labour, and that was arduous, but he eventually came out healthy, and I was very unanxious. I was breastfeeding. And after 5 days, I took him home with my then husband Tim, and overnight I had a panic attack of which I'd never experienced anything like it before.
Industry Minds was set up by Scarlett Maltman and Kathy Reed exactly a year ago as a podcast, and they've put together this award ceremony to recognise people within the industry who've made a difference to mental health. Industry Minds itself is an incredible organisation which now offers support for anybody who needs counselling or help within the industry. And this award ceremony is a great way to recognise the brilliant work that is being done throughout the industry in recognition of this. The room was full of brilliant and inspiring people who all came together to celebrate this great new initiative. There is more information about all the awards that were presented and the entire evening on my blog. And in the meantime, please check out their website if you want any more information about what they do. Here are a few videos from the evening.
What all of us are doing together, and I hope that this grows from strength to strength, and anything I can do, I will.
So, on to the next award, which is the Creative Awards. In association with Base Dance Studios, this award celebrates creatives who are striving to better mental health and those they work with. The nominees for this award are Katie Lipson, a producer openly talking about mental health and producing shows with mental health as a theme to break the stigma. Nikolai Foster, a director known for his kindness to actors, including sending them personalised cards when they are cast in a show and thanking them for coming to an audition. Pearson Casting, widely acknowledged across social media and by everyone in the arts for all their drive to make the audition experience as good and relaxed as possible. And lastly, Philip Joel, a choreographer openly talking about mental health on social media, who gives up his time for free to talk to those with who need an ear and fundraising for our Industry Minds counselling service. To present this award this evening, we would like to invite our judge, Paul Taylor-Mills.
Hi everyone, this is a complete honour, and ladies, I know that everybody tonight has said what kind of superheroes you are, but I just have to tell you are, because everybody in this room in some way makes theatre or is associated with theatre, and most of the time, particularly in the age of social media and everything that's going on, we are told what we're not doing well, what we could do better. And actually, you just got off your own back, you did something, not for money, just because you cared, and I think you are bloody superheroes. And it's so important. It's so important. I've had the pleasure of working with before. He's like one of the most genuine, hi guys, tender, wonderful human beings. Pearson Casting, I've had mates that have been into your room, have come into audition, and they said what an incredible, and auditions are the worst thing in the world, no one likes them. And you've just taken that time to make that experience goes a huge, huge way, so congratulations. Phil Joel, who is like one of the best boys in the world, I've never seen you moan, I've never seen you complain, you're always positive, and I'm so, so glad you're finally getting your moment. And then to Katie, if anybody can find anybody else in the entire world that has the passion, the drive, the sheer volume of work that she produces just blows my mind. I can barely do one show at a time, and I just don't know how she does it, but she does it with positivity all the time. So it was really, really hard, and I think you're all incredible. but I decided that Nikolai Foster should get the award.
Raphael Cavino, who fought through her own mental health struggles to found a non-profit organisation that helps others. Mary Birch, BEM, a counsellor who was awarded a BEM for her services as a volunteer counsellor. She also works in collaboration with industry minds to provide free telephone, Skype services and low-cost sessions. And finally, Talk, set up by actors Christian Edwards and Harry Long, who created a London-based community for people who may be experiencing similar struggles and frustrations to speak to each other. Sessions are free and confidential. To present this award, we'd like to invite up one of our Industry Minds patrons, Georgia Frost.
I'm suffering from massive imposter syndrome right now because I'm stood in front of like a massively talented bunch of people, which is incredible, and and you guys are amazing as well. How I came to know Kathy and Scarlett was through the podcast, and I was on it, and it became, I became quickly aware that we have very similar minds, like we want to help people and stuff like that. I've done work in trying to work on women's equality and raise the platform for queer performers and stuff like that, and I feel like we have similar minds with this, but you guys have gone above and beyond, and especially with the counselling, because I think, you know, Raffaella said this a little bit before about like the privilege of being able to have counselling, and it is a privilege. It's very much been for years and years and years a privilege, and it's a class divide and everything like that. And I think having counselling which is free if it's phone or Skype, and very, very cheap if it's face to face, is so amazing. And hats off to you for doing that, along with Mary Birch, who is the counsellor. So it's an incredible thing to have available. So I think, I hope you've got room in your bag, but the winner is applause for
you must be thinking, who the hell is this girl who keeps coming up? Thank you to everyone who supports Applause for Thought of all of these amazing things. Mary, what you do with the counselling service is like, that's what I want more of. I want to build a roster of people like you who are going to give discounted therapy, because that's what it's about. It's about getting out there on the field and giving people tangible tools to be able to move forward. And yeah, I just want to say I have generalised anxiety disorder, and you can still be in this industry and do these things. So yeah, thank you so much.
The work Adam has done since he started at Equity is absolutely incredible, and it's amazing that the public have chosen to honour Adam. Congratulations.
I don't come from this sector. I came into this sector almost 2 years ago now from the mental health sector, and it has been such an enormous privilege to learn from all of you, to be part of everything that is going on, to be here tonight. I have to say, to join the Kathy and Scarlett fan club. I'm going to be honest, if they were allowed to be nominated, I wouldn't think but every single one of you in this room, every person who has been part of the journey over, not just that 18 months, but even kind of before that, building this sector into the better place that it is and the better place that it can be. To everyone that's put up a barrier or actually tried to
stop people from what they're doing. Thank you for that as well, because we can rise up and we can beat that together. Yes. This is an odd one. To the person who actually gave me post-traumatic stress disorder about 15 years ago. And before that, I had not a clue what mental health was. It was like, yeah, it's something, you know, I'll just like deal with it another day. And then stuff happened. Like with other people in the room who shared, they have had their issues, and there is a reason that then I took the time to learn and realise that actually looking after yourself, my God, oh, sorry, no, there's no my God, it works. We've come so far, and so much has been done. And Kathy and Scott put out a tweet saying it was a year that they started what they did. Ralph, you've done amazing stuff in under a year. Mariel, from someone you know, under a year. Like all of this has been going on. Oh my God! Like if we can do this in a year, let's rise up, let's build up, let's break down anything that is still there. Every single one of us deserves a safe space, and I'm not going to stop until you all have it. Thank you.
What I wanted to do was to raise the awareness of mental health in the arts. So to think that a year ago to the week that we set up a podcast, and now we are surrounded by all of you incredible people in the creative arts who want to continue to fight for better mental health support and continue to raise awareness is absolutely just like amazing. Thank you. I'm just lost for words. So thank you. And just like everyone else said tonight, let's continue to raise the profile. Let's continue to support each other. And yeah, just thank you so much for coming along this evening. Thank you.
So that's it for this week. Thank you once again for watching. If you'd like to subscribe, please do, and you will be notified first about any new videos that I upload. See you next time.